In this module, learners will create authentic learning experiences and resources by designing an interactive instructional event and a deliverable. There are 3 sections of this presentation. The first is planning learning events. Next is developing instructional strategies. And finally, potential deliverables for learners. As a learner, think back to an awesome lesson in school or a valuable training you have experienced. Although you learned the content or developed a new skill, your experiences went beyond that. Were you engaged? Did you fulfill a learning need? Learning is not just a collection of tasks and facts. Learning designers must craft learning experiences that help learners achieve their learning goals. To do this, they must structure learning as to facilitate learning through well-designed materials and experiences. Effective learning experiences should motivate learners to focus on instructional goals, allow learners to compare new knowledge with old, allow learners to gain new content knowledge and integrate it with previous knowledge, allow learners to monitor progress towards their goals, allow learners to synthesize knowledge, and allow learners to transfer knowledge to new situations. In a learning progression, always start with the learning goal in mind. Next, instructional events are designed to help learners succeed in their goals. Eventually, after the instructional events, learners are assessed to ascertain their mastery of the learning goals and the success of the learning events. Instructional events can help learners focus on goals. For learning to be successful, learners must want to learn. Instructional designers must craft experiences that gets learners to want to learn. They must connect prior knowledge. By activating prior knowledge, learners can modify their existing knowledge in a way that helps with new knowledge. Gain and integrate content knowledge. At the heart of instruction is the content learners must learn. They can take action and monitor learning progress. Learners take action and receive feedback for their progress. Synthesize and evaluate. As learners take in content, they should synthesize the new information and evaluate their progress. And finally, extend and transfer. They should be able to extend and transfer new information across new situations. As a learning designer, it is crucial to deliberately arrange events and resources to facilitate good learning experiences. Learning and delivery contexts influence instructional strategies. When getting across content knowledge, content must be chunked and sequenced appropriately. It is also crucial to select effective media assets and strategies for learners. Before you can plan the instructional activities, you need to ask and answer these questions. Where will the learning take place? What training will the instructor have? What equipment and resources will the instructor have access to? Will learning be synchronous, asynchronous, face-to-face, flexible, etc.? Should the learning events be grounded in a certain learning theory or philosophy? Will the instructional event be part of an existing curriculum? Synchronous learning refers to a learning event in which a group of participants is engaged in learning at the same time. The benefits of this include interaction between participants, exchange of knowledge and experience between the participants, real-time feedback from the instructor or educator. Training happens on a fixed schedule. Asynchronous learning refers to the instructor, the learner, and other participants not engaging in the learning process at the same time. The benefits of this type of learning: participants can learn in their own time and schedule, less work for educators and instructors, and automated tasks reduce repetitive work such as giving online classes and grading exams. Distance education is defined as instruction between a teacher and students when they are separated by physical distance and communication is accomplished by one or more technological media. Face-to-face instruction is the modality of teaching and learning occurring in a traditional classroom environment where the instructor and students are in the same place at the same time. There are also additional delivery modalities, which include blended learning, which includes different technology tools, pedagogical strategies, and learning experiences for instructional delivery. There's web-enhanced learning, instruction in which face-to-face instruction is supplemented with materials delivered via distance education. There's hybrid learning, learning where some sessions take place in person and some sessions take place fully online. While the in-person meetings may often include blended teaching elements, hybrid courses mix in-person and remote participation. There's also hybrid flexible, a subset of hybrid courses that emphasizes flexibility and student choice. Individual students choose how they will participate from sessions to session. Students may have the option to attend any session in person, attend remotely on video conferencing, or watch the recording and complete additional activities later. A learning designer must consider what strategies they have at their disposal for each of these modalities. There are many instructional strategies learning designers and educators can use during instruction. It is crucial to take into account the modality of instruction and what the expected learning goals are for learners. First, chunk content logically. Size and chunk instructional content into manageable components for the learner. Next, align elements. Align instructional events and strategies for learner success. Finally, select media assets. Select the best resources for acquisition of new content knowledge. There are many types of deliverables for a course, unit, module, or training program. There are also many ways learners can express themselves and demonstrate what they have learned. Although some of these may be K-12 relevant or higher education specific, here are close to 100 ways learning designers can have learners express what they have learned during the learning process. It is crucial for learning designers and educators to vary their strategies in order to diversify their learning experiences.